Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. 2025 NBA Mock Draft, first-round picks after March Madness. With men's college basketball crowning the Florida Gators as champions Monday night and the NBA in the final week of its regular season, the NBA draft will soon take center stage for the prospects and teams focused on their futures. On the international stage, Joan Beringer, Seed Vita/Slovenia, and Noah Essing, Reichsfarm Ulm/Germany, have also impressed scouts, consolidating their standing in the top 20 among talent evaluators. ESPN draft experts Jonathan Givony and Jeremy Wu lean on their own scouting and exclusive intel from league executives to inform and guide their latest mock draft, slotting prospects to teams. The first and second round order was generated by ESPN's BPI forecast, which predicts how well all 30 NBA teams will perform during what's left of this season. 1. Utah Jazz flags outstanding freshman season ended in surprising fashion, as a controversial late-game call helped Houston overcome a significant deficit to advance past Duke to the national championship game. Though Flagg came up short on a potential game-winning shot, he had a string of phenomenal plays on both ends of the floor, confirming his status as the best player in college basketball. He finished the game with 27 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks and 2 steals in somewhat of an off night from an efficiency standpoint for him. It's difficult to see Flagg not declaring for the draft at this point considering the number 1 pick is at stake, and the Jazz would surely be thrilled to add a player with his versatility and star power to pair with Lauri Markkanen and Walker Kessler in what would quickly become a formidable frontcourt. Givony 2. Washington Wizards. Though Rutgers didn't come close to making the NCAA tournament, Harper did what he needed to this season, positioning himself as the favorite to come off the board at number 2. His archetype as a jumbo playmaking guard with Real feel isn't easy to find. NBA teams have been drawn to Harper's mix of pick-and-roll instincts, downhill scoring and physical strength. There are questions about just how good a shooter Harper is. He averaged 75% from the line and 33% from 3, something he can help answer in pre-draft workouts. He'll likely be tough to pass on at this spot, and would be a strong fit with the Wizards, who could use a playmaker in his mold. Who does Dylan Harper remind scouts of? Rutgers. Dylan Harper reminds NBA draft analyst Jeremy Wu of Cade Cunningham and Jalen Brunson. 3. Charlotte Hornets. Bailey's season was polarizing by top 5 pick standards, but the rarity of his skill set has held him steady near the top of teams' draft boards. There were some impressive highs that put his talent on full display, as well as some predictable inconsistency and subpar efficiency that he'll have to iron out as he matures. Still, there aren't many players Bailey's size, 6'10", 200 pounds, who can create and make the difficult shots he takes, which will earn him the opportunity to continue developing in the pros. Though he's probably not ready to contribute to winning immediately, landing with a patient NBA team that can afford him the time he needs should help. There could be some duplication in Charlotte with Brandon Miller, but Bailey's upside is tempting. Lakers making their final playoff push with Los Angeles. The 2024-25 NBA playoffs will begin in less than 2 weeks, and the Los Angeles Lakers already look like one of this spring's top contenders. Head coach J.J. Redick has done a tremendous job of transforming the Lakers into a Western Conference powerhouse, putting them in a great spot this week to potentially clinch home court advantage for the postseason's opening round. Even though there's plenty of basketball left to be played, some Lakers fans are already looking ahead to the NBA offseason. It won't be much longer until the trade scene heats up and free agency begins, meaning certain Los Angeles players might be playing with the franchise on borrowed time. With that in mind, here are 7 Lakers who are experiencing their final playoff push in Los Angeles. Dalton Connect, SF/SG. The 2024-25 NBA season has been a mixed bag for Dalton Connect. The former Tennessee Volunteer quickly became a fan favorite after being drafted 17th overall last year, leading to Lakers fans hoping that Redick's sharpshooting experience would rub off on the rookie wing. Although things looked promising early on, the sunshine and rainbows quickly disappeared before the trade deadline. The Lakers had agreed to a deal that would have sent Connect to the Charlotte Hornets. However, center Mark Williams' failed physical prevented the trade from happening. Needless to say, things were awkward between Connect and the team for a bit. As time has passed, it's become increasingly clear that the Lakers are no longer as high on Connect as they once were. He's only averaging 7.9 minutes of action in his last 8 outings after playing twice or even 3 times that amount earlier in the year, meaning he likely won't have a significant role come the playoffs. After trying to trade him 2 months ago, it wouldn't be shocking if the Lakers tried to trade Connect again this offseason. The failed trade may have left their relationship beyond repair, so it might be best to give both sides a fresh start this summer. Mavericks Anthony Davis, no emotions facing Lakers for first time. The Los Angeles Lakers shocked the basketball world when they traded Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Luka Doncic, Markieff Morris and Maxi Kleber before the deadline. It was a move that no one outside of the organizations knew about, and when it was announced it shook the league to its core. The Davis-Doncic trade is arguably the most shocking and out-of-nowhere blockbuster deal in NBA history and will likely have ripple effects for years to come. Lakers governor Jeannie Buss initially didn't want to trade Davis, who had endeared himself to the franchise, but it's impossible to pass up on an opportunity to acquire a generational superstar like Doncic. Not only is Doncic about to hit his prime, but he also gives Los Angeles a franchise centerpiece to build around once LeBron James retires. Davis is set to play against the Lakers for the first time since joining the Mavericks this coming Wednesday, but downplayed the meeting. Via Mike Curtis of the Dallas Morning News, Davis is obviously trying to keep it cool before he goes up against his former team, but there have to be emotions considering his time with the organization and all that he accomplished. Davis was dubbed the next face of the franchise after James retired, and his 2020 playoff run helped secure the Lakers' 17th title. Davis was forced to miss the game back in Los Angeles due to injury, but was still honored with a video tribute and applause from the crowd. He was a beloved player with the Lakers because of his willingness to assume the mantle as a franchise cornerstone and how much he played through injury. While facing off against Davis will be a challenge, Los Angeles can't be sucked into any narratives as they've still got to secure their spot in the playoff race. Every game matters from this point forward, and the Lakers can't afford a letdown against Davis and the Mavericks. And you, fan? What do you think about Anthony Davies' situation? Write to us in the comments.